no, that's the tailgate. Oh, it went to the wrong one. Oh, no. I did it wrong when I had to remake it. Where's my oneer? Get my oneer. All right. Welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. Episode 113. We're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, from the 6-week break that we took from streaming. Feels like forever. But we're back with a doozy, and we are reviewing Ty West's Pearl. Pearl is directed by Ty West, written by Ty West and Mia Goth, based on characters by Ty West. Cinematography by Elliot Rocket, edited by Ty West, music by Tyler Bates and Tim Williams. Production company was Little Lamb, and it was distributed by A24 with a release date of September 3rd, 2022 in Venice, and a runtime of 102 minutes. It currently has $3.1 million in the box office on a $1 million budget. So super money making this movie is so far. Pearl currently holds an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes with 96 reviews and an 82% audience score with 100 plus verified ratings. So that means the only people left you need to hear from are the three of us right here. And we're going to give you 10 minutes of spoiler-free review for Pearl. And go.
Action.
Pearl's great.
Didn't know,
Go ahead.
I didn't know like the other stuff he did as a director, but he did Cabin Fever 2, which I actually like.
I didn't know that either. The first thing from Ty West I'd ever seen was X.
Same.
But this movie's rad. I like it a lot. It's wild. This movie wild as hell.
Now, do you think it could hold up like as a standalone film?
No, not standalone. I don't think so at all. I think this movie is definitely helped by X's existence, and it is a sequel, or it's a prequel to X, but the second in an X trilogy of films that Ty West is doing. With Mia Goth starring in all three. Mia Goth starred in X, and she was Pearl in X, and then she played young Pearl in Pearl, and I'm assuming she's gonna play Maxine in Maxine.
Yeah.
I think though, like, so I don't know if like. I think Pearl makes X better. To me personally, I don't know if X makes Pearl better.
Really?
Like, I think now, like, I think X, like, with this background is going to make it even more enjoyable the next time I watch it.
Now, and this isn't an X review, but I'm going to assume all three of us liked X a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I loved X.
I loved it, but I said liked it a lot so that we'd all be on the same page with James, because I know James didn't love it.
Yeah. I mean... Well,
we just need a baseline.
I mean, we're
yeah, you liked it a lot.
I think it's an 8.5 X.
No, you loved X then.
Yeah, like I think it's real good. You loved it. Like
So you don't think it translated then into Pearl? Because so right after I saw Pearl, I was like, I don't know if I like that. That movie was really weird, and I was not expecting it. I thought it was going to be just like X, but like back a little bit further, and then I got Pearl, and I was like, I don't know if I like it. And so then I ate, I like went out to lunch or whatever, and then I ate after the movie, and then I slept on it.
Thought about it?
I haven't even thought about it, but now just starting to talk about it here with you guys, I'm like, that movie was so fucking creative, I just didn't get it. I'm too stupid to understand it at first, I think.
I think I'm in the same boat as you, Joe, because like I just rewatched X, and I'm like, damn, did I like X better? But like thinking back on Pearl, I think Pearl is equally as creative and
in just
equally
totally
as good.
Different ways, though.
Yeah,
because this is a character study, and X was not. Like,
see, I knew nothing about Pearl though. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I honestly remember when we said, I was like, "Oh, is that a sequel?" I didn't even know this was a prequel. So, like, when I went into it, I really didn't know. I was like, "Oh, I don't even know what story this is following."
And then I was like, "You don't know it from the trailer though either." So at the end of X, and then at the end of Pearl, there was also an after credits trailer. At the end of X, you got a trailer for Pearl because Ty West shot these two movies back to back. He knew. He was
this shit came out the same year, right?
No, X came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that shit. I was like,
wait, X came out in December or something, didn't it?
No, I saw X this year.
I'll look it up. But like, yeah, he Lord of the Rings this bitch. He said they're gonna love this shit. The hoes are gonna love this.
Wait, did he also record Maxine at the same time or
no?
not?
Because Maxine's trailer is like some bullshit trailer of Los
X
Angeles.
and Pearl both came out 2022.
Really?
Yeah.
X. Yeah, because X is on my 2022 list.
That's kind of savage as hell.
It came out like January,
March.
February.
It came out.
Oh, March. Okay, that's still early though.
He's pulling a fucking Canelo, dude.
No, he's pulling a fucking The Matrix and just released 2 and 3 back to back, basically.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, Maxine, they're still casting, so I know that shit ain't done.
Yeah, I got some advertisement that you could be in Maxine. Like, you could star in Maxine.
What?
I couldn't.
I'm going to sign up anyways.
Yeah.
If
I
Mia
wanna get
Goth will
stomped on.
step on my face, I'll do it. I don't care. But like,
Yeah, I'll take some kills.
the reason I loved this movie, though, is I thought about that 10, and I don't think it's a spoiler. I thought about the 10-minute monologue that Mia Goth did at the dining room table, and I almost came.
Holy shit.
Dude, that was, if she doesn't at least get nominated, I'm going to be real sad. This is going to be a fucking Adam Sandler for Uncut Gems, too.
Oh, no.
I think she gets
performance is
nominated just for
amazing.
the fact that she did both these movies this year.
She might. Yeah, it should be like an achievement award.
Characters.
But like, and she was a model before this.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
Yeah, bro. The fact that she can act like that and she was a model blows my mind. She's
As
so
I was
good.
as I was watching this, like the first thing I thought, I was just like, oh, this movie has real strong dialogue. Like,
Bro,
I think
so
the dialogue
good.
from this movie, like, because everything else is like fine, like they're setting up, their world or whatever. But I was just like, there's like multiple scenes and some multiple conversations where like it's almost like Tarantino-esque, where it's just like natural conversations, and it's just like, oh wow, this movie like carries itself with the dialogue,
Dude,
like the whole first half of the movie.
When she's sitting with her sister-in-law, and I'm going to say no spoilers, when she's sitting with her sister-in-law and says something out loud, and the sister-in-law goes, "You didn't mean to say that out loud, did you?" And then she just says it over again. I'm like, holy shit. It feels so real. And I'm just sitting in between these two people and I don't want to be here no more. I hate it. Oh,
Dude, and her like 0 to 100.
her face acting.
It's too good.
Oh, it's so good. But she's been
And
in
this
a lot,
movie-
by the way. It's just that she's had
Mia
minor
Goth?
roles. Yeah, she's been in.
She looks familiar.
She's been acting since 2013, but she was
Bro,
more.
she was in Emma, man. We could have saw her in Emma.
Emma was
Better-
really good, wasn't it?
But-
We'll talk about that later. But like, she's fantastic, and of course, like, she is the main character for this movie, so she carries it. But like,
Yeah.
I think this is like Tom Hanks in Castaway levels of carrying a film. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's
That's-
strong.
She's just so good, and you feel for her beginning to end. You're like, you are a star. You're so special.
I think too what this movie does is it does subtle like hints to X on like motives for like the character.
Mm-hmm.
So like as I'm watching it, like knowing where like it transpires, you're just like, oh, I get why this like her motives later on in X, like later on. Like
And,
it's
like,
so cool.
Or even just looking at things like, oh, that's kind of weird that she that's kind of weird that one of the weapons she uses in X, she's so proficient with it. And then in this movie, you really learn why she's so proficient in it. And like,
Correct,
you can
yeah.
see her proficiency in that weapon. And like, yeah, I like that too, that like, and I feel like most of the time things like this backfire. Most of the time when you give too much background information on a character, it just, you're shooting yourself in the foot. But after you said it, I'm like more thinking about it. It does make Pearl, I wouldn't call her more sympathetic, but you definitely understand her plight way more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in X, like you don't really get that. You're kind of just
No.
like, oh, okay.
This bitch
And then-
crazy. Yeah.
But in both these movies, it's like, and you're almost seeing like a different movie the first half, and then you're like, okay, you're watching it. It's more of like a character study, especially this one's a character study. Before, like, without seeing X, I'm just like, I don't really know where this is going.
Yeah, I would have been interested to be with somebody who had never seen X, but is seeing Pearl.
Yeah,
And being like, so what do you think about that? Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
They probably would have thought it was trash though, because like I still think that X enhances Pearl, not the other way around.
I think it makes Pearl more palatable, right? So you like, all right, it's going to be a slasher movie because this is a sequel prequel to a slasher movie, so it's probably going to get pretty bloody and gory. So I think it kind of prepares you for it, and you know that Pearl is the bad guy from the first movie, so you know that she's into some fucked up shit because
at some point somebody's gonna pop off,
right?
Yeah.
So
it's just a matter of when, not a matter of what.
I didn't expect it to pop off like that, though.
I mean, I'm kind of glad it did, though. But we'll get into that definitely in spoilers. But go ahead.
Yeah, because I just love and I think the reason I don't know how I would feel. I think both these movies are solid, but I think the fact that like them being together, and I think them shooting them like concurrently, which helps because it's not like this movie was shot years like after, and then they were trying to like fix things. Like they knew like going into it what stories they want to tell back to back.
It's not an orphan situation.
Correct. Yeah. So there's really not any plot holes in this. Like.
But
compared to
so one other thing that I want to touch on in writing before we just give our yays or nays, I love that Mia Goth wrote this movie with Ty West because nobody other than Ty West knows this character this well. So like you can, and I'm sure it made it so much easier for her to act knowing that she wrote it probably from the point of view of the character and like really with that monologue. I mean, her emotions coming out of that scene were crazy. And it's like, well, she's just embodying the character at this point. Yeah. She has to probably go home and wipe the makeup off so she doesn't feel like Pearl anymore. Like, it's so good.
So my like thought process for it is like the fact of like, okay, so like when actors tend like in X, like she's playing two characters. But the thing with that is like she kind of had to manifest like what is this character's backstory while playing the character in X. So then you already know in her head, she's like, okay, this is how I think she got here. I think, so then when they wrote it, it was better.
I think Ty West had to have already had the character. I guarantee he had the whole character's backstory fleshed out. But I think what she probably helped with was how she would actually talk. And how she would, react to certain things happening, right? But I'd be shocked if he was like, no, we made X and Pearl was there and Mia Goth wrote the whole character. I'd be like, oh, fuck. So she's also a genius.
I mean, yeah, I would love to. I mean, I guess that's one of those things we do need more information on because I'm just like, man, I could see though, like, because just it's so well done where I'm like, I wonder how much of this was headcanon. And then they use it to write and like further develop the character in Pearl.
Well, we're going to talk about it a little bit more in the spoiler section. So before we get there, let's give a verbal thumbs up or a thumbs down if we think that people should go see Pearl. I'm giving it a thumbs up.
I'd also give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And I think you need to see it in theaters.
You need to do a bang bang.
So AMC had a bang bang. You could have saw X and Pearl back to back. That would have been fucking what a wild experience.
I wish I would have knew that. It was kind of hard for me to watch X because I didn't see it like when it first came out.
I was gonna say I bought that movie. It shouldn't have been hard for you to watch that shit. It's on the Google.
Yeah.
So yeah, go see it. I think you should see it in theaters. I don't know how you guys feel about whether or not people should see it in theaters. I think if you have
I'm indifferent.
If you have anything distracting you though. I don't know. I think if you have a phone, you're not going to watch this movie the way it's supposed to be seen.
That's true.
I think Pearl, I don't know. They're both pretty, like, sometimes when I watch, like, a horror slasher, I'm like, it's too dark, so you kind of need to see it in theaters. These movies are pretty bright.
I mean, Pearl is real bright. I think X is real dark.
Dark at the end. The second half of X is dark. You do need to see that in a theater.
I'll probably cut it before we even talk about this, because that was a weird ending. But if I didn't cut it, stick around for the spoilers. Click in the top left right-hand corner to see the spoiler review. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Oh man, fucking that monologue before she killed that fucking blonde bitch.
And now she don't like blondes. We know now why she doesn't like blondes.
I was like, when she said that line in X, I was like, oh my God.
God damn.
They knew this all along.
And stuff like that is why I think like Ty West knew. Like he knew.
Dude, and
like,
the fact that Howard like stuck around, man, what a dedicated husband.
Dude, he a fucking ride or die. She must have had the gorilla grip.
She must have had that macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
dude.
you're in line. I mean,
like that, the gator stuff, the stuff callbacks. I was just like, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah,
the other car in the lake.
Yeah, that too was really fucking cool that they like explain it, and I don't think that is like shoehorned either. Like, I think it makes sense why. Yeah. Like, she's an idiot. Why wouldn't she just dump the fucking car into the lake?
I think what's so
Dummy.
interesting, like when you like look back and you're like, so it's like, oh, there's something about her, like an X, where she reminds, there's just something special about her, and then when you watch it, it's just like, oh yeah, like it's weird because it's like a younger version of herself she sees, and that's why she's so like fascinated by her. And then you get Pearl, and like obviously it's the same actor,
And
but
she got
you know
a
what I
dumpy.
mean. Yeah. So she's in love with herself.
Yeah, that is what it is. I mean, but she's vain the whole movie, right? Like, and you can see it that, like, yeah, she totally would be in love with herself, and she found a younger version, and she's like, I would love to know how my own ass tastes.
Special.
And that's why too, like, I get like, I think Pearl does enhance X. Like,
yeah, just so that you could be the Leonardo DiCaprio meme, where you're like, oh, I know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And honestly, there's like 7 times through Pearl, it's just like, oh
shit, that's crazy. These white people crazy.
Yeah.
So after I saw the movie, I went out to eat with my brothers, and they asked me about it, like, oh, okay, like, how did you like Pearl? And they don't know shit about X because they didn't see X. So I was like,
did they see Pearl with you?
No, I saw it by myself.
Okay.
So
I was like, that's wild. They went into that.
No. I would have been like, y'all can't. No. I need to see this by myself. But like, they were like, they were trying to get me to explain it to them, but I didn't want to give them any spoilers. So I was like, it's like the way that this movie feels is exactly like The Wizard of Oz. Like if you downgraded the visuals of this movie,
down to the scarecrow.
Yeah, for real though.
The scarecrow gets down, all right.
Yeah, I mean that scarecrow was like, sit on my face.
Yeah.
But like, if you downgraded the visuals of this movie, it feels like you're watching an R-rated Wizard of Oz. Like the way that they speak, the way that the movie's shot, like it's crazy that like
twang.
all of it. But like he just does such a good job of making period pieces that feel like the movies that came out during those times too. So good. He's so good.
And I think I loved about Pearl was the fact of if you watch this X, you can write off as she's older, she has dementia, Alzheimer's,
she's crazy.
Like that. She might be crazy, bipolar, stuff like that. In this, like, oh no, she's crazy. She's crazy the whole time.
Yeah.
And now you see the level she's going to go through to get hers.
Yeah.
Bro, just like 30-minute stare at the end. Holy shit.
When the
man.
credits roll on this movie, it is some of the most unsettling filmmaking I've ever seen.
It was so painful.
Dude, the way she looks into your soul.
And by the end, dude, her fucking like eyes like twitching.
And she's crying, and you could see the veins popping out in her fucking forehead. Mia Goth deserves an Oscar for this.
And I'm like,
yeah.
She's like, okay. And you see her like the whale now, he's like looking at her or whatever. And she's trying so hard to like fake this smile that it becomes like painful to her.
Yeah, it's like killing
and
her.
like obviously and it just like it's so crazy because she's like the more he seems, I'm sure like she's looking at him, the more he's getting freaked out, the more she's trying to put on a fake smile, and it's just like breaking, and it's just like, oh man. And it's crazy because that's like the end of the movie, and it's like everything's already said and done.
Yeah,
like, and it's just like boom.
He didn't have to do all that, but she was like, "No, I want to do all this shit, huh? I'm gonna fucking stare at the camera."
Todd, just put the camera on me for 10 minutes, bro. Trust me, I got some shit for you.
Everyone, leave the room,
please. This is between me and Ty and the camera. But like the visuals too, like when she's cutting everybody up and like the camera's doing like the half and half the mirror of what's happening and the blood is splattering really weird and it's like, oh I'm tripping balls, no.
And the practical effects are fucking all those like blood and guts shit,
dude. When
I mean the headlop was crazy. That's the crazy.
And you see like where the axe like kind of cut a little bit further in and it created like a flap.
Yeah. We get some the practical effects for that are great.
Whoever did that shit, man,
bro, and
knocked it out of the park.
They did this on $1 million budget. They made
But that's why though.
Oh my God.
That shit they would have spent $10 million doing those effects for no reason.
Yeah. For none. Just to make it look shitty. up on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And it looks better too based on the way this is shot because like it's supposed to like look aesthetically older. So
Right.
like if they would have had like even if they had super clean CGI, it might have felt wrong to the eye.
Yeah, there would have been a super uncanny valley for sure, and it would have been like,
Yeah.
oh, what am I watching? But oh man,
Yeah.
the way that
I
she
just-
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I said another thing that I really liked is when it transitioned, like when she was at her audition, and it transitioned from like that little mini play to like a full blown out like troupe.
And then
like-
the people who are judging her are all the people that she's killed already, and her husband that she cheated on, and it's like, oh fuck, she's going through it. Oh, she's gonna kill these people right now. She gonna kill them.
She have to go X mode.
Yeah, she's about to go
So-
X. X gonna give it to
When
you.
when she was dancing, I was just like, is this what she's visually seeing in her head?
Bro, she's
I think-
gotta
I
be.
think it's
It's
all in
a
her
black
head.
noir
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, I just love like anytime it got like so, and that's how it's it's a good movie too because like they literally took you completely out of the movie, but because they set the character up so well, you're like, oh, she's crazy. So anything I
She's
see from
imagining
her
this
perspective could be anything.
Could be anything. It's
Like,
all real to her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
And did her sister-in-law even get the part, or did her sister-in-law
No,
was like,
bro.
I gotta agree with her?
She 100% got the part. You could see it in her body language because her sister relaxed when she was telling her that. So she really did believe that Pearl was just okay with it because like Pearl was just telling her, or she looked a bit happier. She looked relieved for her, and then she
Yeah.
fell back into being mad at her, and she was like, "Man, fuck, shit, I gotta run to my heels, bro. They're gonna break."
So do you think she lets her go if she doesn't lie to her in that scene, or do you think she snaps still?
No,
I think
she
she
didn't
snapped
lie to
still.
her. She was snapping no matter what. You're saying if she did lie to her?
So she's like, "Oh, I didn't get the part."
Yeah,
and then
that's
she's like,
her lying to her.
I know you got it."
Yeah.
And then like, so if the sister-in-law was just like, "Oh yeah, I got the part, thank you," do you think she's still like?
She said that though.
Because it seems
So-
That's what she said.
No, I'm saying that she never lied initially. If she,
Yeah.
from the get-go, she said,
okay. I get what you guys are saying now. No, she'd have still killed her. She's
yeah,
jealous.
she would have still killed her.
Bro, this jealous
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Come on.
But it's like, so she's like, "Oh yeah, good for you," and then she's like, "I didn't get it," and then her face
it
switches.
wasn't
I
me,
do
it's
think she
you.
kills her no matter what.
But I think the lying thing, that's what made Pearl go, no, I'm killing her. For sure.
It justified her killing her to herself.
Yeah, because she was like, you and that fucking projectionist, y'all lying ass motherfuckers. I'm killing everybody who lies to me.
And I love too though, because it almost has like a supernatural vibe to it. Like when she's just like, "I can feel your energy change," and I'm like, I believe it.
But like,
I don't know
also,
why.
anybody who has an ounce of emotional intelligence
Yeah.
could feel that motherfucker went, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not fucking with this no more. Like,
Yeah.
anybody with a brain was like, yeah, he got a little
Yeah.
cold with you.
But like, I mean, when she was just like, "I don't
Yeah.
have a dog," I was like, "Oh fuck, he's done."
And
Because he's gonna.
Dude.
Bro, she instantly went, I don't have a dog. Who told you that?
Yeah. And it's
Ah,
crazy
man, I
because she
could not
lies so
handle
much that she was forgetting her lies.
what-
Minor technical
And
difficulty.
we're
We're back,
back.
everybody. Don't worry, we're back. I should have been in studio mode. I was not in studio mode. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, oh man, that sucks to that guy. He died because he wanted to get he wanted to get it in with old country girl.
My thing is, how did Howard not die? How did the
What do you
husband
mean?
not die?
Howard
What did he say?
came,
She loves Howard.
She-
Like she actually does.
I don't think she loves him. I really don't.
I think she does.
I think
but-
she's just accepted the fact that this man loves her and that this man wants
Yeah.
to give her a good life and that she's lucky that a man wants to give her that. I mean, she says as much. I think her monologue is 100% true.
But I so like
You think
yes,
she
I get what
just
you're saying.
repeated it back to Howard.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
more
think she
sense,
did.
She loves him in a sense of she loves the idea of what Howard stands for.
I agree with that.
Like,
But that's loving
yeah.
the idea. It's not loving the person.
Correct.
Because
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
if the projectionist was ready to do that for her, she would have fucking left Howard in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Because
So,
she
like,
still
I get
hates
what you're
Howard.
saying.
She resents Howard.
Yeah.
100%. That relationship should have never kept going. He should have just left. But I think he realized she
Yeah.
was going to kill him.
I mean, Howard was slinging that thing for 60 years though.
I mean, no, not 60 years because his heart was bad.
Yeah,
he had to
come
have
on,
stopped
man.
somewhere in there, and it wasn't
I mean, they
recently.
look about 90 in X though. I don't know how old
So
they are.
that's my
What's it-
problem. X happened in the 70s. This is happening in the
Yeah.
40s. They had to have been like 40 years old in the 40s.
Yeah. I swear it was earlier.
No,
Pearl.
Wasn't it 1918?
I thought it was 1917.
guys, they talked about World War II.
Yeah, but they show a timestamp of like 1917, 1918.
Yeah, they say
Did Paris
1918
fall
like in the opening.
World War I?
I mean, Germany was
Uh,
always in wars in that time. So.
Did Paris fall?
Yeah.
Did it fall? Oh, you're just saying yeah. From the
No,
beginning
I'm
of the
saying
First
'cause-
World War, Paris was under the bombs. In the fall of the 1914, first, then March 1915, especially bombarded. Okay, when did?
Because I was gonna say, because in X, he's like, oh yeah, I served in both wars.
Oh, you're right. That's
You
just
are
me
right,
being dumb.
100%.
I don't know why I thought it was taking place in the 40s. All the cars are from the 20s. I was being stupid. I was being stupid.
But how old? That's still like 60,
So,
right?
So she's six. Say
No,
she's
'cause-
16. No, she's
No,
she
bro,
is
they're
16.
Like 20. They gotta be 20.
No,
I mean,
think
he's
she said
18 to
she's
20 because he got
16.
drafted.
Yeah, he's 18. I think she's 16.
No way. I'm gonna look it up, but I don't think so. How old is Pearl in Pearl? Yeah. Oh fuck! I can't spell. In Pearl.
I don't know
movie.
how to spell.
Oh no, she's. This says 16, but I don't think she's 16.
I think I'm remembering the number 16, man. I think she was
Man, you about to
16.
remember my balls in your mouth, homeboy. You better chill out, all right? I don't know if she has an age.
16 to 18, roughly.
I'm on the fandom. I'm on villains.fandom.com
Okay.
/wiki
Oh,
/
shit.
Pearl. Okay, this shit is up to date because these sweaty nerds are always up to date.
They're typing in the theaters, dude.
Yeah, they really were. They were fucking slamming on the keyboard and shit. But they don't have an age for her. So
It's 16 then.
she looked a little old for 16, Eric.
I mean, yeah, man. She looks older, but in the story, she's 16.
She was most likely born in the 1890s, placing her in her 80s during X. So
Okay.
she's 20 in Pearl, give or take, depending on when
Yeah.
exactly.
Give or take. I mean, it's doable, yeah.
I mean, yeah. If she's born in 1990 or 1890, she's 27. So that ain't it. I don't think she's supposed to be 27.
Probably 1898
Yeah.
or some shit, like the back end.
Yeah. But it does say in 1917. That's when it happened. So when the best war movie of all time was happening, that's when she was over there killing her parents.
He's probably in that movie, dude.
Yeah.
He's probably...
He's one of the people who
He's
are
in the
sleeping.
background
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he didn't do shit during that war.
Okay, I'm glad y'all fucking helped me get past that because I was like,
You know,
man,
we worked it out. We worked
they
it
were
out.
out here 50 years old killing motherfuckers, killing her 97-year-old mom.
But now, if they filmed these movies 5 years apart, it would have happened 100%.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They would have been like, this movie took place in 1932.
Yeah,
It's like, well, that
what-
shit doesn't add up.
Wait a minute.
But damn, dude, for an 80-year-old in the 70s killing motherfuckers like that, she a baddie.
She has
Yeah.
that special X factor, man.
She do. She
But-
got that Mia Goth body. That's what it is. That's
What was
X Factor.
cool too, though, was to see like how vibrant the set was in this movie compared to X because they like
Dude,
cleaned it up.
The set design was so good because you're like,
Yeah,
man, 60 years about to hit that farmhouse like a fucking bitch.
hard.
Yeah, it's about to destroy that shit.
She look nasty in the
so-
X.
It really did.
What
though.
was cool though too? It's like the video they're shooting X. It's almost like, oh wow, it's almost like Pearl and the sister-in-law are almost like those characters. Like they're very similar, and it's like, damn, I would have killed them too if I was Pearl trying to make a sex film about my life.
when I was out here trying to make a sex film about me,
Yeah,
but I killed old
Yeah,
boy.
I did not expect the protagonist to be like, "Hey, you want to check this shit out?
But like,
You want to check some of this smut shit?"
so I'm glad they did it though because I was like, X was so horny. X was so
Yeah.
horny, and there's
the
no
first 30
horny.
minutes are just horny.
Yeah, and then I came into this movie and I was like, there's not nearly enough horny. And then it got horny. Real dude, the amount of bush in the 1818s, god.
that dude was going
damn.
in though,
And
man.
he was over there rubbing like he's trying to clean the dishes and shit. He fucking
I knew this was the same franchise though when the Scarecrow came into play because
Bro.
I was just like, you ain't seen that nowhere else.
Yeah, you ain't never.
This is a first
Dude,
But although we haven't talked about the mom at all or the dad.
it doesn't. We've only been recording for 30 minutes, Eric. We got another 30 minutes.
I-
We're in the
I
horny
honestly-
section of the video right now. Don't take this away from me.
guess
We're
that's
horny
true.
right
My
now.
bad.
Okay?
When you see
My
the
bad.
tag, it's gonna be a horny section for about
I am.
10 minutes.
I'm gonna add it down at the bottom. It's gonna be like horny until.
Yeah.
But yeah, the minute she started riding that scarecrow, I was like, "No, this is an X movie, all right. Now we're back, baby."
And I just love too though where she like freaks out where she's like, I'm married. And it's just like you're the one
Dude,
kind of
that says-
pursuing.
That says 0 to 100, man.
For real though, because
Yeah.
she went from scared because she lost the piece of film to curious because there's that thing up there to horny to angry back to horny.
Yeah.
That's the
Crazy.
5 modes of grief or whatever.
Yeah, the 5 modes of horny, honestly.
It's a 5-step program to horny.
But as soon as she lost something, I was like, "The fuck you doing? You ain't finding that." And how'd you know it go? How'd you know it even went in the cornfield?
Little ass
She
strip.
had it hanging out that pocket like this. Bitch, you're asking to lose that. It goes.
Good thing she
flying.
got a phone. That screen would have been cracked.
How am I gonna record my horny without my phone?
Yeah.
My only pearls. No.
Yeah. I did like another cool thing about the era though, where it's like, oh, it is cool because I was like,
It's horny
how film
time.
works.
Don't talk to me about an era. We're horny. We're horny
Yeah.
for another 2 minutes at least.
So if her husband never left, she would have been getting her own, and she never would have killed anybody.
100%.
It's her husband's fault.
Yeah, she went literally delirious from lack of penis
Yeah,
and just started
her
murdering
horny,
fools.
her horny tank was full, and it just
She
exploded.
she needed to empty it, but Harold
Yeah.
wasn't there. Dude,
So like, what do you
Goddamn
expect
Howard.
from her?
the fact that she got horny with her dad freaked me out. I was not ready for that. The fact that she's just shaking
Eesh.
titty in front of her dad, I was like, this movie's too horny. It's the bad kind of horny now.
So
Nah,
when
dude,
she went and like,
I don't
pinched
think
his
she was
hand-
getting horny.
So you're talking about when he's like, she pinched his hand and stuff. I was like, is she about to have him touch her?
Bro, that's exactly what happened.
I wasn't
Yeah.
going there.
It's because you don't understand how unhinged this bitch is, Eric. You weren't in the right mindset.
We're in the horny section.
Yeah, we're in the horny
Okay,
zone. You're about to walk through the horny door. But like, no, because it was everything about the way that she was laying in the tub was, for one, way too sexual to be doing with your half deceased dad in the room with you. And then she's like, even the way that she started to touch his hand before she started pinching him, I was like, is she gonna be like, oh, is everything stiff? And you know what I mean?
She was like, yeah, it
We're
was more
getting age
caressing.
restricted for sure.
Yeah.
We're not making no money on this video.
Yeah.
um,
But yeah, I was getting the whole like, oh, is this a sexual, like, because she's like, I mean, she's missing her husband in multiple ways,
Right.
And she was just like, and obviously they have a weird family dynamic, especially the way the mother kind of treats her. It's like, so it's
you mean
super
poorly?
abusive. So like with her being abused, I wouldn't be surprised that she would go that route.
Or even if her dad sexually abused her. Like, we have
I
no
mean, yeah, there's-
idea. Go ahead.
Because I doubt her dad was just a great guy too. Like, because
Yeah.
she almost seems like someone that has had like trauma as a child, and I don't think it's just her mom being mean to her.
Bro, her mom was a fucking Nazi sympathizer.
She was a Nancy.
She said, I don't
He
want to
was
hear
a Nazi.
I don't want to hear about no more dead Germans. You hear me?
Hmm.
You get this
She
shit
was
out of your
chopping that
mouth.
wood though.
Oh man.
I thought when she pinched him, I thought she
Are
was
we out of
testing
the
her
horny
limits
zone?
of like
Hold on, I'm gonna wave myself off to remove the
Yeah,
horny zone.
out of
if
the
we're
horny
it.
zone, dude. Come
Okay.
on. I thought
Flag
she was
on the play
testing
in
her
the horny
limits.
zone.
Yeah.
10-yard. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Eric. I
I
had
thought
to.
she was testing her limits, like seeing like who can, like, can I hurt him? Like, she's like wondering, like planning for later, like if I kill him, is it gonna hurt him?
Yeah, I think I don't think it's so much as a planning, but just seeing like, you know, if I decide to mercy kill this guy, is like, am I really killing him,
Does
or
he
is he gonna
feel?
feel it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the alligator thing, crocodile, I don't know the difference, happen
I'll look it up.
before or after?
What alligator thing?
That's like one
When
of the
he-
first
when
things, dude.
The alligator
Oh.
thing happens after, I thought.
Okay,
When
so
she
when she
goes
rolls him
up
to
and
the
rolls
thing.
him up to it,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
after,
yeah.
I think. After she
Yeah.
So-
pinches him.
So okay, I do think it was a gauge based on the way those scenes went. Then I do think it's a gauge based on does he feel pain?
Right.
Because now I can it's gonna be a quick death if I kill him this way. So then that's why I think like she's testing it out. But I do think I understand where you're coming from, Eric, because I can see her being like, okay, can I hurt a human? I've killed animals and now I'm getting to bigger
she even
animals.
says it, right? She even says like, I started off small, killing animals. We saw her kill that swan or the duck.
I mean, you find a lot of her motive in the end when she's like doing the whole monologue. You find like anything like I guess most of the questions you would have, like she answers them.
It's answered,
yeah.
It was a mechanical alligator. Just so we know.
I knew it looked good to be CGI.
I mean, it was mechanical, so it wasn't.
I mean,
CGI.
shit, they had that shit for a couple movies. Do they put
No, I'm
the
saying
money
like
in
it would have looked shit if it was CGI.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying
okay.
It looked good because it was probably
wasn't.
real,
Yeah,
like a Jaws situation.
Because I think in X it's not like super great, but it's just like it's so dark you can kind of get by with it.
I thought it looked fantastic in this movie.
In this movie, it looks better.
That freeze frame was a little whack. That was the only one that I was like, I don't think this looks very good. But after that freeze frame, I think I thought it looked really good.
Them leaving it in the water in this movie looks better. Once they take it out of the water in X is where you see like, they might have needed some more money on this thing.
I don't know, man. Yeah. It looked good in X when like the alligator death rolled the blonde bitch.
Yeah, but that was in the dark.
See, I thought it looked weird. I think the only reason it looked okay was because it was dark. Oh. I think if that shit was daytime, we would have seen way more like.
I mean, the darkness always helps CGI though. That's what makes it look good.
It was like, I mean, yeah, it was pretty bright because it was like moonlit, but yeah.
Yeah, but that ain't no sunlight. That's some bitch sunlight. That's that extra sunlight from the other side.
And this
of the
that
earth.
southern sunlight. Yeah. That southern sunlight, bro, shines the brightest.
Where the fuck are we at? The mom. Let's talk about the mom. Mom zone. We're in the mom zone. We're in the mommy zone.
I get her being so upset though. Like she literally was like, "Hey, I'm just trying to be a wife, and now I am his mother." Like, I'd be so pissed if like and obviously you should, if you love someone, you shouldn't feel that way.
No,
You
fuck
should
that.
be able
If
to
you
nurture
love
them.
someone, you should be like, "Mercy, kill me. Don't take care of me. Mercy, kill me. I don't care. Just
live your life."
Alex didn't see this movie with me, so I'm telling y'all first, but I'm gonna tell her. If I'm done, like I can't feed myself, I can't wipe my own ass. Kill me, bro. And take my fucking life away from me.
I'm gonna take the clips from Pearl and I'm gonna put it up. I'm like, okay, is he about this?
Yeah,
all right, we're pulling the plug.
Yeah, I need you to compare it.
I'm gonna pinch you,
dude. If the only thing I can do is kill me, that's it. Get me out. I got nothing behind my eyes. It's like a doll's eyes.
I don't know.
If some of it, the corn stew is still on your lip,
kill me.
He got to go.
Yeah, that's it. Corn stew.
I don't know, man. He showed a lot of emotion when fucking she was getting all crazy. She's like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on?"
Yeah, that was the most lucid he's ever been in his entire life.
I mean, his eyes were working. His eyes were working the whole movie. He just stayed on shook the rest of the movie.
Yeah, well, his wife didn't get burned with fucking crisp. So,
I mean, dude's literally drinking morphine, so.
Dude, so really quick, no wonder Pearl is so fucking wild. She's taking shots of morphine before she watches bitches dance. What are you doing, bro? She took a chug of that morphine. Crazy.
Yeah,
no.
She was feeling it.
No shit, she was lit.
Why did mom catch on flames like that? What was in that pot?
No, like, it was over an open fire, and she got that dress on. What do you mean?
Yeah,
that shit. That was that made out of just.
That
like,
shit probably greasy from Kirk cooking.
If she didn't die from burning to a crisp, she'd have died of mesothelioma. Because that shit,
dude, it ran up her whole back and went right on her face, and then she threw that hot stew on her. I was like, I don't know if that's gonna help.
It did though. It put her out. Look,
it also gave more burn.
But she was alive though. Her mom was a fucking fighter until she wasn't. She was ready to go the distance.
I mean, but once that happened, I mean, she didn't try to kill the mom.
No, she was just having a disagreement and decided, I'm a country bitch, I'm gonna fight you.
I mean, the mom, she was over aggressive. The mom initiated that.
Yeah,
and
but
Pro
she
just
grew up eating dirt. So the fact that her daughter is like, I want to be a dancer. Yeah, I would whoop my fucking daughter's ass too.
She grew up in French-occupied Germany, dude. Come on.
And you know what? That's why she got burnt to crisp, all right?
Look, yeah, she was bitch made, clearly. Because she wasn't even that much older than Pearl was. She should have been able to fucking bop her ass and been done with it.
Yeah, I mean, if she doesn't catch on fire, she is part of the business. Dude.
I
She looks
don't
so
know.
strong, dude.
But
Wish she was swinging that axe.
Pearl got that crazy strength, though. She got that paranoid
I don't know,
schizophrenic
man.
strength.
James is right though. That her swinging the axe, she has that old lady strength.
Yeah, but Pearl got that morphine strength.
Oh, the shit is right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I mean,
go ahead.
she would have had to take her out though. The mom had to kill her instantly though, because if she like stabbed Pearl, she's unhinged.
She's gonna
like-
Kylo Ren that shit and start hitting it.
Yeah.
And then just go at her all crazy.
She goes Super Saiyan. Like she unlocks a whole nother
100%.
level.
She goes straight. Spoilers to the Super or Dragon Ball Super movie. Close your ears. Take your headphones off, Eric. Take them off. She going straight Gohan Beast on her ass.
Yeah.
She's fucking white hair, red eyes, and going ah.
Straight orange Piccolo, dude.
100%. All right, come back. You're good.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She would have had to killing blow her though. She'd have had to chop her fucking head in half, because otherwise she's coming back. And even then, if all she does is lobotomize her, she's still coming at her like crazy.
Yeah. I think the way she kills her dad, I was like, oh yeah, cool. She's gonna smother him with the pillow. Then she does the pillowcase, and I was like, I feel like that's worse.
Yeah, that is worse.
He's getting this much air. He's getting just enough.
It lasts longer,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
It's like you're getting waterboarded.
Yeah,
She should have just drowned
you're
him.
getting airboarded. A drowning is
Airboarded,
just
exactly.
as bad though.
Yeah, I guess
She
I don't
should
know
have
which
just
one's
laid him on the
quicker.
floor, took the axe, and just did a little.
Yeah, she should have executioner styled his ass.
No, dude, he's a survivor, dude. He would have been like,
I don't know that we
His
should be making
eyes
fun
all
of a
crazy.
I don't know that we should be making fun of a stroke victim.
dude, he had the Spanish flu,
No,
all right?
Yeah, the Spanish flu got him.
Does the Spanish flu make your fucking face droop?
I mean, he seemed like he had a stroke,
Yeah.
but they kept mentioning the Spanish flu, and she said your dad got the sickness, so that's what I assumed.
That's what should have tipped me
Yeah.
off to to when it was all happening. I don't know why I didn't
Oh.
conflate the two. But I don't think the Spanish flu fucking tilts your head sideways and shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
Shit, symptoms of Spanish flu.
stroke-like symptoms. That'd be wild as
Right.
hell. I'd be like, oh
Shit.
I was like, man, they're pretty these COVID policies that the mom has. She's like, yeah, to quarantine.
no. I mean, but like that's why not as many people died for the Spanish flu, because everybody was paying attention to what you were supposed to be doing.
They were. It was only those young folk that were acting stupid.
Yeah, but she was getting dicked down and didn't get no flu. So whatever. I guess Pearl knows what's up.
So
Yeah.
it's just like, I mean, it's flu symptoms.
Yeah.
So he probably did have a stroke
Or
afterwards.
polio or something. Polio did that to you too, right?
Polio, it does seem polio-esque.
When was polio eradicated?
Invented.
Invented by the U.S. government.
yeah.
This still
Polio
kind of blows me away that
outbreak,
Mia
right?
Goth
No, not
was a-
outbreak. You want to see when it was eradicated? In the late
what's it called?
1940s.
A model.
Oh, polio outbreaks in the 40s though. Nah, maybe it wasn't polio. I think it was just stroke.
Yeah, because in the UK, it was in 49, 50.
Yeah, nah. So he wouldn't have been afflicted by that. By then, he was already fucking alligator shit.
Nah, dude, they're buried in the basement for sure.
No, you see her feeding the bodies to the gator.
Not
Yeah.
her daddy. She loved her daddy.
Nah, she loved that gator more though. She
I
loved
mean,
that
her
dinosaur.
sister-in-law, 100%, dude.
Did you
She
see
was feeding that
the-
gator for days.
Dude, that was a big ass wheelbarrow she had full of fucking bodies. It was all three of them, all four of them.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Chuck it
Did,
at
I
me.
mean,
did you see
yeah.
her dad's wheelchair in X though?
Is it an
It's in the
X?
basement.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to.
Oh,
When,
that's I gotta look back at it. I'm sure there's
I mean-
a ton of little things that I'm gonna look back at.
I
When
didn't
like the
rewatch X.
mousy girl, I forget what her name was.
Jenny Ortega. You want to
Yeah, there you
fucking
go.
put some respect on her name?
When the
She's a
mousy
scream
girl
queen.
is looking for like a tool to escape, she like walks past a wheelchair.
Oh, I'll have to rewatch it.
So I watched X first, and then I watched this.
The
I was
proper
just
way.
remembering a lot because I watched them so close. But I would like to see X again to like the little Easter eggs.
Yeah. Because the
Well,
big
shit, are
ones,
they considered Easter eggs in this movie?
they would be
or the
Easter eggs
second?
in.
Easter eggs.
No, they'd
dude.
be Easter eggs in X because they're calling back to a prequel. So it'd be Easter eggs in X of Pearl. Maybe? This is a different podcast for a
Probably.
different time, though. I don't know.
That
When
might
That's
it's
a
goes
multi-level pyramid scheme right there.
yeah, when it's a pre-sequel, who's to say?
Yeah.
I guess they would know.
Cool universe though.
I I can't wait to see what he does with Maxine. If
The
Maxine,
80s is gonna be wild.
there's gonna be so much cocaine. It's gonna be the horniest movie in this whole series. It's gonna be crazy.
My boy, the Night Stalker, is gonna be in it.
Oh,
for
I hope
sure.
so. How cool would that be?
I feel like they'll make nods to it.
They have to,
You
right?
think so?
And they're in California. Like it's during that time.
That's true.
I'd be surprised if they didn't.
Mia Goth might be the Night Stalker.
Look at them always taking roles away from our Hispanic people, though. Come on.
Damn.
Isn't she got to be a person of color, right? Or is she white?
She seems foreign.
Her middle-
She was born in London, England.
One of her middle
But-
names is Gypsy, which is kind of fucking crazy because that's not an
But her
okay
mother is
term.
Brazilian.
I told you she was Hispanic. Fuck you.
We'll allow it.
No, you're right. She's not Hispanic. She's Portuguese. Fuck
Yeah.
her. Get
Yeah.
rid of her.
The Council of People of Brown, we accept her and we draft her
She got
in
the-
the all race draft.
She got the Anya Taylor, whatever her fucking name is, whatever her last name is. She got
Anya
that
Taylor
going.
Joy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, Joy, put some respect in her name.
Nah,
right?
you know, she ain't no. Look, her
That's
horror
our
movie,
Latin queen,
kind of
dude.
trash
Come on.
comparatively.
Mm.
Nah, what
The
Latin
Invitation?
Queen? No, the
Oh no, that's
last night in Soho.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
diner.
she's half Brazilian though. Like her mother's like full on Brazilian.
Mia Goth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shit, she was partners with fucking Shia LaBeouf. That's kind of crazy.
Like in a relationship.
yeah, from
Oh,
2012
I
to
see that now.
2018 and 2020 to right now.
You know what's crazy? Because I actually now that's why her name probably seems familiar. Because he just like was doing like apology things for all the stuff he's done.
Yeah, I
And he
heard
was
about
saying
the
like how good she
podcast
was.
with your boy. Whatever, dude.
Dude,
No one
good
likes John
podcast.
Barenthal. You're the only one.
You know, army of one though.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a strong army. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot
Yeah.
of heart.
a lot of love for that man.
Oh, they got married in Las Vegas with an Elvis impersonator. 2 days later, a local official claimed that the pair were not legally married, but instead a commitment ceremony was performed.
Wow. Took all the fun out of that.
Oh shit!
Are they back together?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
That's what Google says, or
That's
the
what
wiki
Wikipedia
says.
says.
Man,
However,
good for them. Good for them.
well, I mean, I don't know. If she's as crazy as Pearl is, maybe not. Maybe not okay. Good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it may be toxic, but you know,
Oh, Mia
it's
Goth.
definitely toxic.
They have a daughter together, who was born in March of 2022.
God
Damn,
damn.
that poor kid's got some wild ass parents.
How
yeah.
old is she?
She is
28 to 29.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
What the fuck? We don't have a birth certificate for her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
look.
it's weird. Her wiki's kind of whack,
I
right?
guess London, England
I
fucked up.
I don't even know if it's weird. It's kind of scary. How do I know she even exists?
Yeah, let's update it ourselves.
Let's just make some assumptions.
Yeah.
That's some orphan situation right
For
there.
real? She got brought here. She's 90. All right, what are we doing? Are we still talking about this movie? This movie's fucking rad. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's a cool franchise they've developed in a year somehow. I don't know, but they did it.
It was a lot of MDMA in New Zealand or wherever the fuck they filmed
Yeah.
these
There's a lot of-
movies.
Those are little poor
I
dudes
think it was
in
New
the
Zealand.
editing office.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Ty West fucking wrote, directed, and edited this shit. That shit
He didn't
wild.
sleep.
No, he didn't. He didn't want to either. He's like, Mia, come over here, watch this. You're my muse, Mia.
I was hoping Kid Cudi was gonna make a cameo in this movie, so that was a little disappointing.
Is there any recurring cast besides
No,
Mia
it's
Goth?
just her.
And no, and they couldn't have obviously been because they weren't born yet. But I wanted just like little like, hey, there you are.
That black guy must be Kid Cudi.
Yeah, it has to be.
I don't even think the guy who played Howard is the same guy because Howard was an old man. Actually, the actor.
He was a legit an old man.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's what I was wondering too, because like he looks so like old. I was like, is this makeup? Is it prosthetics?
No, I think
or is this?
they also added prosthetics for him, but he's an older dude anyways. I think he's like in his 50s or 60s, but then did the makeup to make him seem 80.
Oh, okay.
But he's still an old man.
But
What's his
they
name?
put the makeup on her. Dude.
Oh man, he don't even
Completely
got a
unrecognizable.
wiki.
I mean, I didn't know it was her until
I saw the wiki.
yeah. I mean, it
I
was
didn't know it was her until I was watching this movie and Googled it while I was at the movies.
legit. I saw a podcast about X, just because I knew we weren't going to review it. So I was like, oh, well, I might as well just watch this so that I'm not going to repeat any points. And they were like, Mia Goth did so much work playing Pearl and, Max or whatever the fuck her name is. And I was like, what the fuck? How, Sway? What?
No way.
No.
So the guy that plays Howard is 64 in real life, but like you can tell based on the way he looks now, it's like a ton of like prosthetics.
Yeah.
Because they make them look like not only just like old, but like sickly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They look decrepit. But
Yeah.
did you guys, before we end it, because I think we're good to start talking about the ending shit, did you guys notice the tip off to, I don't want to fuck her name up, to Maxine's father in Pearl, or his grandfather? It must have been his grandfather.
No.
When she's in
No.
town and she's going into the drugstore, you can see a guy wearing a sign that says, I will not accept a life that I do not deserve, which is what Maxine's dad is saying.
It's the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's her catchphrase too, though. She mutters it throughout X. She says, I will not accept a life I do not deserve.
So
She's
since
indoctrined.
I didn't know anything about Pearl, I thought that's what this movie was gonna be about.
Her dad?
Like her story before she got to with the group to do like the porn stuff.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay, it's a prequel because you said prequel, so I was like, oh, okay, we're following the character from there. I didn't understand we were following the old lady.
Yeah, and then it's 60 years earlier.
Yeah, and I was like, wait.
What
and
the
then it's like
fuck?
the same actress, and I was like, wait, I'm confused. And I look it up, and I'm like, oh, she played both these characters. What the heck's going on here? And-
Wait, Stephen Ur was one of the goblins in Lord of the Rings, dude. Wait a
yeah, he
minute.
is. Yeah.
Damn, so y'all just didn't give a fuck about the fact that you see her grandfather, her great grandfather, or
I
some
did
shit.
not.
Huh?
I didn't
Didn't
notice.
see
No.
it.
Dude, that
No.
shit jumped out at me. I was like, oh shit, that's her great granddad
Yeah.
over there fucking preaching in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But that's cool. It's all connected though.
little
Like,
shit
it's
like
dope.
that is so good. Too
Yeah,
good.
and I'm curious to see though where they go. So yeah, like I guess I would listen more of Maxine because it's gonna be interesting too to go forward with this franchise because it's just like they've already set up so much groundwork.
So is it following the same Maxine from X?
I would assume
Pretty
so
sure.
because Mia Goth is Maxine in X, so I don't know why they would. And then they put the triple X, so I'm assuming she becomes just a porn star.
You would think, right? But what if
Yeah.
she's a killer too, though?
I mean, I think she's 100% gonna be a killer.
You think
I'd
she's
be
gonna
so
be the
surprised.
bad guy in Maxine?
I think that like something switched in her head when she goes and runs that lady's head over. But also too the stuff with the dad in the footage where he shows the picture of her like in
Yeah.
X. I'm like, oh, did she do something? Like, is that why she left?
No, she just was rebellious. That's why she left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until we watch Maxine and we find out she killed the family.
No, but
I mean,
but
she'll,
that
she'll
picture
probably
showed
get
up.
famous.
The picture showed up 15 years earlier.
No, man, I don't trust Maxine
What?
now. You don't play all these characters and not be a killer too.
And not be wild as fuck.
She got blood on her hands. We don't know what that opened up.
Yeah, that I think is the most compelling argument out of all of those arguments you just gave me. That one, I'm like, I think he might be right. That opened the door for her. She's gonna make smut porn. She's gonna be killing dudes.
Yeah.
I think she's just gonna get famous off the film that they shot.
Yeah, off the dick, right? Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh
is
my
true
God.
though.
Oh no.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, they're connected, or she's connected to the murders that happened at that one farm.
Everybody wants to have sex with her now. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, how do you guys feel if Maxine is the least horny X movie?
I'd be pissed because it has 3 X's.
Would you be mad? I'd be shocked. I'd be
I
like,
don't
wow.
think-
I need,
don't think
I
I
need
would
triple
be,
the
man.
horny.
Oh my god, I couldn't handle. You're talking triple X's horny or triple Pearls horny? They're different
I
hornies.
need-
This horny
Yeah, they're
is like
different
a
hornies for sure.
BDSM horny, and X's horny is a little more vanilla horny.
If Maxine isn't now, because I guess it's about horny, let's say a half hour X. If this movie's not 50 minutes horny, I'm upset.
Well, that's a lot of horny, dude.
I
I, don't know if the,
it's a
the
lot.
audience can
I'm
handle
not gonna
that.
lie. When she was having sex with the scarecrow, I was like, I don't know if I'm allowed to be watching this with people. in
I thought
public.
someone was gonna catch her. I was
I
nervous.
looked around, dude. I was like, what?
Dude, there was a woman who I don't know if she ever saw X, but so Pearl started having sex with the scarecrow, and she went, "Oh my god!" in the middle of the theater.
That's a great reaction.
And I was like, "Yeah, girl, you're right. I'm out here sweating and shit."
I also had one dude. He was like, "Oh, what the?"
Oh man, I love it. Fuck, it's so funny.
My
good.
theater was dead silent.
Because you were the only one there. You're like, you said out loud, man, this is horny.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, horny in this one too.
Wow.
You talk to the projectionist. You seeing this
You
shit?
seeing this
I was
much
like-
horny?
I was wondering when the horny was coming based on that first movie.
I didn't think it was this though.
Yeah. I could have swore it was gonna be the projection guy first.
The much
Yeah.
more conventionally horny guy left. So now she gotta
Yeah.
get horny with the scarecrow.
But they give you some horny after that happens.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to cut this horny and put it in the horny
Yeah,
section.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
move it back and forth. All right, let's do some questions. James, what was your favorite part of Pearl?
I think it's obviously for everybody. It's gonna have to be the monologue, and if you say it's not, you're a liar.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. You're making assumptions about whether or not my favorite part was the horny, and I don't know if I
I'm saying it
appreciate
for
that.
all of like mankind.
All right,
humanity.
James, what was your least favorite part of Pearl?
Nothing really stands out. I mean, Howard, like the stuff with him is a little whack though, because I didn't really care about him, and they didn't develop him from the first movie, so I was kind of like, oh, Howard sucks. And anytime they talked about him, it was a waste of my time.
But they talk about him during the monologue.
Yeah, that's the only thing that saves
He's
Howard's
talking
character.
to Howard, dude.
She is talking to Howard. Yeah.
But they, oh, my
Howard's
face
useless.
froze. No,
Oh, your camera.
no, I'm so happy though.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope that's a thumbnail.
I'm gonna just leave it.
Howard's the most useless person in this franchise.
100%. Yeah, that dude does not show the fuck up to the party. I don't know why. This
I don't know, man. He kills 2 people in X.
Yeah, but what? Come
Barely.
on. Yeah, barely.
She's like, oh, he's like, we got a couple more, and she's like, oh, yeah, I already killed 3.
Yeah, that fucking
Like-
that shotgun did more work than fucking old boy did.
And he killed her
That's
by
true.
accident. If she wasn't running out, she would have got away.
Yeah. Eric, what was your least favorite part of Pearl?
Wait, I didn't see my favorite parts.
Yeah, because I answered it for you.
answered for you. You
Oh,
answered the question being asked.
I'm sorry. My least favorite part was probably the mom.
I was hoping you'd be like,
Just-
my least favorite part has to be right after my favorite part, which is this. You didn't like
I
the
don't know. I
mom?
thought, like, I honestly did not like that she had a German accent and then Mia Goth had like a Southern accent. It kind of bothered me a little bit.
She was born in the South.
Yeah,
like,
she's only ever
but
lived
she
in the
doesn't go
South.
outside.
No,
She
she's
only
but
talks to
she's-
her mom.
But she's got to go to the fucking stores and shit like that. No,
But her dad just got sick, though. He talked to her like her whole life.
and
The flu just started.
I think he was German also. But like she would have she would have developed an accent with all the fucking Southern people that are working as farmhands. That's where she met Howard.
Oh, that's true. It's true.
And she
forgot.
was going to town and shit during this, so I know
I
damn well
forgot that it
before
was
the
a
flu.
bussin' farm before it wasn't a bussin' farm.
So
It
you
was
better
bussin'.
you better change that fucking answer, homeboy. Because
No, the mom was a little whack, though.
No,
I like
if anything,
Germans.
the dad was whack.
I thought we were
felt
gonna
bad for the
not
dad.
make fun of him anymore. So
No, I
we still
said
make
I
fun of him, or are we
wasn't.
not?
I wasn't making fun of the man. I'm making fun of the character now. A little stroke looking at him.
You're right, dude. You're right.
What are you
Little
talking
stroke-looking
about?
boy.
Yeah, the dad even more useless than Howard.
100%. He can't even protect his wife. At least Howard
He
provides.
can't even protect himself.
Yeah.
Shit.
No.
At least Howard dicked down Pearl.
Yeah,
dude.
he stayed alive all
Yeah.
those years because he was slanging and banging, dude. Are you just keeping it as the mom is your least favorite part?
Yeah, the mom and dad.
All right. Do I have? I don't think I have a least favorite part either. I think she could have spent.
You don't like the way the sister-in-law just randomly tripped over nothing?
No, she didn't trip over anything. She broke her heel. Her heel
is
broke
that what it
underneath
was?
her. Yeah, you hear it
Dude,
snap.
she had those watermelons on her chest, dude. She had the fucking gravity was
Hold
pulling her
on, are we
down.
going back into the
We're
horny right now?
horny
Are we going back into the horny zone? I'm about to open a horny
I'm like-
door.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was distracted there. The whole her talking every time.
100%. You ain't said this one's not for kids.
This might be the most misogynistic podcast we've ever done, though. We are
I don't know, some of those J-Lo ones.
no, we
They're problematic.
We
No,
objectify
man.
these two women.
Joey just did a motorboat.
How-
He literally said,
But like when they were like, "Oh, I'm looking for a certain person," I was like, "Yeah, dude, blonde hair, big boobs, like she got the job." Like,
Yeah.
what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I didn't. It
you
wasn't
talking
even up
about?
for debate. It wasn't up for debate. You fucking.
I don't even know why they did
Bro.
the whole pony show. They should have said, "Hey, come in here."
I keep my ear to the chest, bro. I can fucking. I know what's happening. Look, I can't help that this movie was horny, and so that means when I review it, I have to review it hornily.
We got to be in the right state of mind to review these films, and it's horny.
That's why
In the
I've
character
been-
state of mind.
That's why I've been hard this entire time.
Too far.
I'm not cutting that. Shut the fuck up. I'm already putting it. We're age restricting this video. I'm age restricting this video. I'm putting 18 plus on it, okay?
All right.
People
all right.
know. This video is going to have no views because they're not sending this bitch out to nobody.
No. And our videos have just been starting to get sent out, and then
Oh, these guys are on their bullshit again.
yeah,
Uh,
what stopped us the first time?
a female-led horror movie? Man, they're saying some fucked up shit in this bitch.
Hey, we
No,
got through almost the whole review though.
No, we didn't. We had a 10-minute horny section. We didn't go through shit. We talked about Mia Goth riding a scarecrow.
Well, no, that's because we're gonna move it around to the
We
end.
gotta shift it. Oh,
Yeah, man. We're like,
we can have an X-rated release of our Pearl review where we leave all the
Yeah.
horny
Shit.
in. All right, I'm doing it. I guess I have to
Just
cut.
the horny cut.
Yeah, we're cutting a
The horny cut.
2-hour horny cut. I don't have a least favorite part. I think my least favorite part is how I felt after the movie, directly after the movie, because I felt unsure and unsafe.
processing.
Yeah, but then I'm fine now or whatever because I'm a man in America. I'm the safest person on the
100%.
planet.
Has to be.
But man, right after I was like, I don't know how am I supposed to eat Korean barbecue after a movie like this? And I ate, and I was like, man, I love that movie.
I love Korean
know what?
barbecue.
Cinema scores. Would we rent it? No.
No.
Nah.
Would we buy this movie physically? Yes.
I'll
When
buy
that
the
3
triple
set
release.
comes out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of regret buying X alone because now I have to buy all 3 separately. But if they release
Damn.
a triple X version of these movies, I'm gonna just have 2 copies of each movie.
You have to.
Would we buy it digitally? No.
Nah.
Would we buy this in the $5 bin at your favorite local establishment?
I think this would be a cool gift to give someone for
Yeah, just to support Ti West, you know.
T.I. fuck up.
Go tip.
Oh, Tim. Atlanta's
I mean-
finest.
As far as we're concerned, like as far as we know, he is not problematic, so we will support
No,
him.
wait, no. T.I.
Not
is...
TIP. He is problematic.
No,
I'm talking about
Oh, Ty, okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, T.I. is very problematic. Hold
him and
on.
his wife were
Yeah,
allegedly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I didn't even know about that. I was talking about what he did
Yeah.
to his daughter. Like,
Oh no, there's
Sit-
a whole nother scandal.
sitting in on, like, the exams.
doctor thing?
Ooh, I'm going to
Yeah,
look it up
no.
after this.
Huh.
Is there a true
Yeah.
crime podcast on T.I.? Can I listen
There
to
might
it?
be.
Would we put this on in the background while people are over?
It's a little too
man,
horny,
this is a certain
maybe.
kind of audience you can't really.
I was gonna say I think the audience matters. And would we?
Only
Would
if it's on.
would I put this on in the background with just us, like just the podcast people? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our normal friends? No way. That'll get real
No
weird.
children.
Would we waste
I mean-
our 2 hours with
Yeah.
this
You
now?
literally can't
Probably
have
not.
children around in this movie.
No, not even for a moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I guess no. I would just say no then. Fuck it.
Limited.
Yeah, very limited
Yeah,
release.
limited.
Would we recommend? Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic, especially
Yeah.
if you're into movies, like actually like movie people.
For the monologue alone.
I mean, that shit is Oscar worthy, I would argue.
It was
again.
all 3 of our best favorite part.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the whole world's favorite part. Mia Goth's least favorite part, though. She had to act on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
She couldn't just be
Yeah.
horny. She had to act for that.
No, she had
It's
actually.
like,
Yeah.
shit.
But even
It took
then,
a couple cuts.
no, I don't think. I have a
No
feeling
way,
she did
dude.
this shit first try.
Yeah.
I think she sat down and banged this shit out.
One take.
And Ty West a mile away is yanking it to it. Yeah, I fucking love
100%.
this shit. This shit's great.
I mean, his boy Louis, dude.
Louis said, Ty, sit there. Let me jerk off in front of you. Ty West went, okay.
And the whole time,
alright.
the sister-in-law is just there, like, all right.
Sister-in-law.
Okay.
All right.
What do we call her? Old melon head?
Oh, Melanin. All right, ratings. Who wants to go first?
Wait, I need to pull up. Can you pull up the what I
my
gave
God.
X?
Yeah, I can pull that up.
But you gave X.
Oh no, yeah, we didn't review it.
Oh, wait, we didn't do it. Oh, fuck. Why didn't we review it?
What? Because only you and I
That's
saw
when it
it.
came out.
Because you and I saw
Yeah,
it.
you're right.
No,
You're
the
right, you're
conversation that happened was
We didn't think James would like it. That's why.
100%.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Oh, okay, I didn't watch it."
Yeah, I mean,
If I was told we were gonna watch it, I would have watched it.
no,
Just
but
like this time.
I think what happened though was you were real serious about what movies you were choosing to see and not choosing to see. We should have just told you to go see it because you need the numbers. That's what we should have done.
Yeah.
But you,
I'm be at 30 Monday.
but that's not 50.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound like 50, but
You know,
But
I'm
realistically,
trying.
we should have just told you to go see X so we could have reviewed it. I don't even know what we reviewed in its place. Maybe
I couldn't tell you.
it couldn't have been Top Gun.
And I wasn't seeing enough early on either. Too, like I needed that movie.
yeah,
early
this is
on.
like my fourth film I saw this year, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
we
like
saw
on top of
earlier.
your guys' list when you guys showed me.
I mean, it's fire.
It's good.
Alright, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 minutes of just fucking spiking the camera, man.
Oh no, that's not where I thought you were going.
Just-
I hate it. I hate it. James, you got
I'll
one?
give it 8 out of 10. I don't think that's what scarecrows are for.
Oh no. See, this is tough because I originally gave X a 7.5 after seeing it, but I haven't re-seen it.
It's even better than the second one, man.
In
I
my
know,
head,
I
I
think
have
it is.
X at 8.5.
Right.
So that's why I gave us a little tad below.
Yeah, because you didn't like Pearl as much, but I think I
No.
like Pearl way more than X. But I don't think it goes. I don't think it belongs in the pantheon of my nines, though. Is my problem.
No.
Yeah.
That's my problem too.
I mean, for nines, I got The Lighthouse, Little Women, Moneyball, Mad Max Fury Road, Sicario, The Mummy, The Farewell, Predator. Pearl's a fucking 9, fellas.
Oh,
It's gotta be. I'm giving it 9 40s out of 10. Dude. This movie's rad. I'm putting it up there. I think if my list had more prestigious films in the 9 category, I wouldn't have done it. But this fits.
I mean, our
right in
10s
there.
is where it's at, though. Our 10s are like
I don't even know what we all gave 10s.
only bangers.
I mean, well, Eric and I gave Nope a 10, and you gave it a 9.5.
Dude, in like 80 films, we're going to reevaluate.
yeah.
I do need to see that movie again, though. That's one of those movies.
Dude, I can't wait.
I said,
oh, when
I need to
Nope
see it
comes out
again.
Oof,
It comes out in October.
I can't wait. We might we could always re-review it. I'd be down. We could watch it at 0.25 speed and re-review it that way.
we could, and then we can adjust our ratings.
I mean, we could. I don't know what we did for episode 1. Okay, I'll do that later. All right. So,
Did we ever review Get Out?
no.
No,
I don't even
No?
think we did Us.
we did Us,
Did we?
right?
No.
I mean, shit, we seen
Yeah,
Us together,
Yeah,
actually.
Us
but we
we
came
did
never,
out-
see us.
Us came out before we started doing the podcast.
damn it, we seen it
Damn.
together, too.
Mm-hmm. The whole podcast crew, other than almost the original podcast crew, went to go see it. If Vinny would have seen it with us, the original podcast crew saw that
Yeah.
movie. But now
Didn't we see that coming back from vacation, too?
Mm-mm. No. I don't think so. That's
I
it.
feel like we had a long weekend when we saw that.
It came out during a long weekend, though.
Yeah.
I just don't think it was vacation.
Okay.
That's besides the point, though. We're gonna review. We need to review all 3,
Mm-hmm.
just so we know. But we know for sure that Ty West only makes bangers.
100%.
So far.
Maxine. Can't wait.
Oh man.
Do we though? We need to watch this for earlier films.
Cabin Fever 2, I don't know if it holds up, but the first time I watched it, I really enjoyed it. But I watched this movie like 10 years ago.
Right. I mean,
It
I'll,
probably doesn't.
I'll throw my body at his discography. I don't care. I'll do it. But for episode 113, Pearl is sitting at a beautiful average of 8.33 because 2 people are fucking cowards. But you know who's not a coward? Our loyal viewers who sit here and watch us week after week, regardless of how many breaks we take because we're lazy bastards. But you guys love us no matter what, especially our fans in Ireland. Guys, 5% of our viewers are in Ireland. Do you know how fucking crazy that is?
shit.
Week
for
after
them.
week, Irish people are listening to our podcast. That's crazy.
They're using it as just, like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
It's the
Do
Irish.
we need to talk about more potatoes?
No, it's the Irish military playing our podcast as a torture device.
Oh,
what it
shit.
is.
It's for the Navy SEALs out there.
The Irish Navy SEAL. But to everybody else, thank you for tuning in on twitch.tv/Sooner or Later TV or our YouTube channel for our review of Pearl. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias at Sooner or Later TV. If you couldn't catch us live, don't worry. You can listen to us on all podcasting platforms. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. I'm not going to talk about our release schedule because it's trash because we've taken so many weeks off. So tune in next week for our review of a film. Because we don't even know what the fuck we're
We
saying.
have no idea.
We got none, so we're gonna spend the week thinking about it, I guess. But in the meantime,
There's a lot of stuff, though. There's a lot of stuff.
just remember that your 3 dads love you. Goodbye.